Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. I want to welcome you to an Archer Travel Report, a special one today. It's going to be on Commissions Hub and policies. And joining me right now, to my right or left, I'm always get lost when I'm in these boxes, is Eric Archer. Eric is the mind behind the Commissions Hub, the new transition as we transitioned into these new commission tracking forms. Now, we're going to show you some full screens before we go into the orientation of the Commissions Hub, okay? And this is some important information. Now, if you want to, I can't really give you a copy of this because a lot of this you already have, but let's just go to it. Hi, Amanda, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Jose?
And Eric, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us because you were very, very busy. So I salute you, my friend, you know?
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
All right, so let's get to it. You guys, these are some important tips and some hacks. I highly recommend you grab a piece of paper, a pen, or a pencil to take down some of these notations. This special report will be in the Facebook page, so you can go back and review it. Again, senior leadership, you know, the platinums, the silvers, the golds, the people that are bringing in people, you know, you want to make sure that you're in here, okay? Because this is really important and you have this information readily available. All right, so now let's go to the very first information slide. Now, please, if you're in the comments room today and you're like, well, where's my commission? I was like, no, I'm not the commissions department. But here's what I'm going to tell you what to do. And these are very important tips and hacks that you should know about. Questions about commissions. If you have filled out the commission inquiry form, where's my commission, and you haven't heard anything, your next step is to email evocommissions@archertravel.com. That is evocommissions@archertravel.com. I'll say it again, evocommissions@archertravel.com. Now, when working on your commissions hub and the form is not processing, there'll be an error sign that pops up and says, oh, oops, it didn't work or something, right? You email IT@archertravel.com. You email IT@archertravel.com.
Is that the correct email, Eric?
Um,
I thought it was IT@archertravel.com, Jose.
No,
Is it IT?
no, I think it is. I think it's IT. That's what I sent. Well, let's email them. Let's email Alex and those guys, and we'll get that
It's
corrected.
IThelp@archertravel.com is the IT email.
Okay, ithelp@archertravel.com. It's ithelp@archertravel.com. Let's go
Perfect.
to the next slide. Okay, how do I get paid? How do I get paid? First, you have to sell something. You sell a cruise, an all-inclusive, an FIT, excursions, etc. Okay? You register with adpworkmarket.com. Now, if you don't have this, you're supposed to get an invite from us to get registered with them. If you do not have this, then email us. Email Evo Customer Care and we will get that to you. Then you have to fill out the commission tracking form and we're going to show you where that is. All right? We're going to show you where that is. That can be found in the commissions hub of your evotravelagent.com website and Eric's going to fill out the form. Now, here's some important things that have happened. All right? Now, and you got to pay attention to this, you guys, because this is where you kind of go, what? I didn't. It was 3 months ago and I didn't fill it out. Okay, agents have 30 days to fill out the commission form after the client has booked, paid in full for the travel request. You've paid for the client. He's bought that cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Boom, everything done. Credit card's done. Credit card authorization form is done. The last step in the steps of the sale is fill out the commission tracking form. You have 30 days to fill it out. Now, look at this. Effective January 1, 2025, commissions for individual travel bookings will be reduced to 60% if the commission tracking form is not submitted within 30 days of the reservation date. Okay, does not apply to groups. Does not apply to groups. Okay? So I'll say this again because you guys are like, oh, that was 4 months ago. I forgot to do it. Well, come on, I'm not getting paid full commission. Effective January 1, commissions for individual travel bookings will be reduced to 60% if the commission tracking form is not submitted within 30 days of the reservation date when you paid off the booking. Does not apply to groups. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, commission tracking form. To assist commissions department, find your commission quicker, do the following. Make sure you have the correct primary traveler name and dates. All right, so let's say it was the Johnson family. They took Amanda and everybody, they went to Universal Epic Universe, and her dad paid for it all. All right? Or the Millers. Mr. Miller went and took his family to, the Carnival Mardi Gras, and he paid for it on one credit card. Boom. That's the primary traveler. Correct booking reservation number. This is tricky. You guys always seem to, because you call in, and what does the commissions department tell you? What's your booking number? What's your booking reservation? Oh, I don't know. Find this. This is the key to get the commission, is this. If the commissions department has this number, you'll get paid quicker. If you're not sure of like where it is or how to do it, because there's certain things, if not sure, do the following. You're going to go to the Travel Cafe. You're going to go to the Commissions USA, and you're going to click on the confirmation number cheat sheet for commission tracking forms. Amanda, can we go there now and can you show them? Did we lose your headset?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes,
Okay.
we can go there.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to now go to the Travel Cafe.
You want to go to the Travel Cafe?
Travel Cafe first.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the Travel Cafe. And you guys, listen, there's a lot of information in the Travel Cafe about commissions. So before you I got to call Archer, check out some of the things that are in there, frequently asked questions and all this. So if you go here and you go to the Commissions Global, right there, okay? And you go over here to where it says by country, go to USA, okay? And you go right here, confirmation number cheat sheet for commission track. Let's slow down here a second, okay? This will explain all the different codes that you need to input per supplier, okay, and how you should do it correctly, okay? So now let's go to the Viator one. Let's stop right there because this one's always confusing, all right? Okay, in the internal system, check Viator sub-accounts or confirm with the supplier. Do not include BR with the number in the commission tracking form, just the numbers. So in other words, when Viator gives you a booking reservation, it has BR 5238625. Commissions is telling you don't, because their system is just based on numbers, not with letters. So like it says, do not include the BR with the numbers in the commission tracking form, just the numbers. See, so this is a little tip and hack cheat sheet that you need to know about. So again, all right, if let's say that you're a platinum or gold or silver and your agent's like, oh man, I haven't gotten my commission. Well, did you do this correctly? Yeah, I booked a whole bunch of Viator and I submitted it with my booking reservation number and I put BR, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's why. That's why you're not getting it. Okay? And commission doesn't have time to go back and do this for you. You have to do it with 25,000 agents that we have across the world. So again, look at this. This is important. And Amanda will show you. I mean, again, Amanda, let's go back and show them where this is. I don't want to go too fast. I want to make sure that they get it. So let's go back, okay? You go to Travel Cafe.
back
Office. Go ahead.
And then you click Travel Cafe. And then you're going to go to the Commissions Global tab. This is where Jose said you can find FAQs by country.
Okay.
You can also find Commissions Hub FAQs. You can find the Commission Tracking Form Policy, ADP FAQs. You can set up your account via what country you're in for commissions. And so, yeah, Evo Plus Instant Commissions. It has a ton of information on commissions in here, so you can go through each tab.
Again, use this. I haven't got my commission. Well, maybe you didn't do something right. Go back here, and the answer might be in here. The answer might be in here. So now, let's go to the commissions by country. Go to USA. Scroll down, stop right here. Confirmation number cheat sheet for commission tracking forms. All right? Boom, click on that. This will give you all the correct way to put in, if I got a Beds Online, or if I got a Carnival thing, or if I got a Viator, or if I got, whatever, Disney or whatever, they're in here. They're in here. Profit agility, you name it, civitatis, they're all in here. So use this, okay? Because this will help you get your commission that much faster. Okay? All right, let's go to the next slide. Boy, did it rain here today, Amanda. Whoa.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, a lot. We got snow in the mountains and everything. And so, okay, commission tracking form. To assist the commission department, we've gone through this, all right? Fill out the form the best as you can and remember to hit submit. I don't know why you guys forget that. I did it. I know I did it. Well, you did it at 3 o'clock in the morning. You were like really dead tired. And, make sure you hit submit. This is why we don't get your forms. What do you mean? Of course I did my form. I did it right afterwards, right after I was at 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, you forgot to hit submit. You got to hit submit. And remember, you only have 30 days. This is on the basic commission tracking form. Groups is something else, okay? Let's go to the next slide. This is information that I've gotten from the commission. Go ahead.
I just wanted to comment something. People were asking questions on that commissions policy, and you can find all the information in the FAQ section and then that first important commission policy, or it's also right here.
Yeah.
Commission tracking form policy, and it is within reservation date.
Reservation date.
30 days of reservation date.
Well,
so.
okay, not the booking, but the reservation. When you make that reservation and you're holding
Yeah.
the booking, but then you usually, purchase it 2 or 3 days afterwards after you make the reservation. Now, let's go to this. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We've talked about that. That's the
It's
commission.
just the reservation date. I just want to be really clear with everyone.
Okay.
30 days from the reservation date.
Okay, let's talk about group commissions. All right. To assist the commissions department find your commission quicker, do the following. Contact the group salesperson. Okay, so you call here. Okay. I had a cheerleading group that went from El Paso, Texas to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I put them up at the Hilton at the airport. Okay, great. I haven't gotten paid. Great. Well, contact the salesperson at the hotel, the person that you made the contract with, saying, hey, you know what? How much was that commission amount? Did you send a check? Number on the check? Do you have a check number on it? When did you send it? Did it process through a third party? FastPay, Onyx, etc.? There's no booking number. Okay, and again, commission like, do you have a booking number on it? No, but I have a name. It was the ABC Cheer Group from El Paso. Okay, great. ABC Cheer Group. And Eric's going to talk about that when we get into the group's commission tracking form. Use the name of the group, agent, hotel that you in the hotel decided on, whatever. And Eric's going to go through this. Now, it's very important that we either have a date when it was set or the amount of the check. All right? Because you see, here's the thing. The commissions come through commissions department and it's just a check. And it has Hilton brand on it with some numbers and an amount. Now, they can track the amount if they know the amount. That's why I'm saying, can you tell me how much the check was made for? Because then they can go through and find it and then boom, there's your commission. Did you send a check? Number check? Or did it process through a third party? And this happens a lot when you book like with Hilton, which has Hilton FastPay, or Marriott, which uses Onyx, or Sheraton that uses Onyx. You need to tell the commissions department that. My commission went through FastPay, and the amount is blah, blah, blah. And they sent it out February, blah, 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 or whatever. And they can track that down. Okay? All right. Right, Amanda?
Yes.
Okay, questions about commissions. Again, commission inquiry form, where's my commission? All right, and that's where you fill that out. Again, fill it out and hit submit. If you don't hear anything back, then email evocommissions@archertravel.com. That's evocommissions@archertravel.com. And this is IT help at archertravel.com. That's IT help. If you're filling out the commissions form and something goes, it's not taking, it says error on the page, then you contact ID help at archertravel.com. All right, now I'm going to toss this over to Mr. Eric. Do we have any questions before we do this, Amanda?
I think it's on the commissions hub, so I would, I think let's wait for these questions till after the commissions hub because some of these might be
Okay,
answered.
I'm now going to toss it over to Eric, and he's going to show you how to fill out the commission sub. Okay, there you go.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to enter in our a new booking that we just created, and we're going to start at evotravelagent.com. We're just going to log into the site with your agent ID number. And then once we're logged in, click on Commissions and then click on Commissions Hub. And that's going to take you over to the official Commissions Hub form as soon as it loads. We had a windy day yesterday and internet's been a little slow since, so bear with me. There we go. Slower than normal.
That's okay.
There we go. All right. So when you sign in to the Commissions Hub, if you've never been here before, you're going to see this table will be blank. It's still loading up the information right now from our backend servers for all the packages that have been submitted. And we'll come back and look at this table later when it's populated. But right now, we're going to create a new commission tracking form. So we're going to click on this blue button that says New Commission Tracking Form. Right. Nothing like testing 15 minutes before and everything works great. Then you get into the meeting and it slows down. Yep, absolutely. Hold on a second. I'm going to switch networks. Hopefully this doesn't drop me off the call. All right. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll try this again.
And also, I just want to know while this is loading, Eric, can you hover over the feedback form and also the two videos that are there? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we have a feedback form, feedback commission tracking form. If you have any ideas or spot a bug in the site, something that's not working, you can actually click there and fill out the form. Let's see if that even, yeah, so that's working. So yeah, just put in your name, your email address, so we can get back to you if we need to. Is it a bug, something that you found on the site that's preventing you from being able to fill out a form, or something that's not working right, or a feature, an idea that you have that you'd like to see incorporated sometime down the road? And then a description as best you can of what's going on. Describe your idea in detail, or I was trying to enter in a form and it didn't like my reference ID. What do I do? So, and then if you have a link that you want to share, you can put that there. And then this is also really important, impact level. Does it prevent you from submitting the form? If you can still submit, but it's forcing missing or incomplete information, you're able to work around it, but it's just mildly annoying. No big deal, just something you like to have. And then if there's anything else that you want to share, we've got a comments box there. Screenshots are super helpful, especially if you're trying to enter a travel component that I'll show you here shortly. Trying to enter a new travel component and you're getting some sort of weird error. It's just clearing out. Go back in, take a screenshot of the whole thing that you're trying to enter so that we can try and reproduce that error. Because if we have screenshots, then we can see, oh, look, this field is formatted improperly. That's why it's failing. If we can reproduce the error, that helps us able to solve it much faster. And then you hit submit and it goes right to us. All right, back up here. I want to refresh the page here. In fact, give me just a second here. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're back in business. All right, so new commission tracking form. We're going to go ahead and enter a travel package name. So different from the old form, the new form, you enter in a travel package name for, you're submitting a form for everything involving a booking, a trip. So if you have a family going on a trip and you have a hotel and you have a rental car and you have airfare and an activity, it all goes under the same tracking form as individual travel components. So for this one, I cheated and typed out some stuff before, so you don't have to watch my painfully slow typing. So I'm going to paste in Smith Family Europe Vacation, June 2026. And you want to make this whatever you would call the booking with your client. That's what you want to name this. And then check the box that acknowledges you've read the terms and conditions. If you haven't read those in a while, click the link right there to go brush up on that. Make sure you're familiar with all the current terms and conditions, because we do update that from time to time. And we'll hit create. Right. Oh boy, sorry about this, guys. All right, here we go. So now we're in the new commission tracking form. You'll see we have an EVO ID number that's been applied to it. This is a reference ID if you're ever going to contact Where's My Commission. This is an important ID to provide if you're looking for anything about this package. So before we can enter a travel component, we have to enter travelers. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Traveler. And we're going to start out with just a primary traveler because everything was booked. There's going to be 4 people going on this trip, but it's all being paid for by one person. There's only one reference ID, so all we need is the primary traveler. I'm going to try and close down some other windows. Maybe I've got too much going on here.
Quick question, Eric, while that's going. Let's say you're adding different components to an existing submission, and you need to add a new reservation ID. The commission team is able to see the different components and pay out each commission separately, correct?
Correct. Yes, we don't pay the whole tracking form at the end once we've received all the money. We pay each travel component as we receive the money from the supplier.
Perfect,
So,
thank you.
yeah, if you have 8 different components all on the same commission tracking form, and we get the first one paid, right away, we pay that out right away, and as they come in. Okay. Perfect. All right. So this primary traveler. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. John Smith. There we go. Oops, sorry. All right. And phone number. So for the primary, 1 more 5. All right, perfect. For the primary, we have John Smith. We've got the email and the phone number. All those fields are required because a lot of our suppliers will provide information. It's just that much more that we can use to match up commissions if we have to go exploring for them. All right, so we've got our one traveler. I'm going to hit new component, and we're going to enter in a hotel. All right. And it's loading up. There we go. All right, first thing we're going to do, the booking date. This is the date that you set this reservation up. This is the reservation date, I guess. Booking date is what we've called it in here. Say we book this today. So we're going to go ahead and put today's date. The date picker is really handy. If you just click on the little calendar over here, you can go month up and down. You can even change the year if you need to on all of these date fields. Supplier. This is an important one that has thrown a few people off. Notice how it's just a blank field right now. This is going to be Marriott, so I'm going to start typing MAR, and anything that has MAR on file shows up. So don't type the whole thing out. Just start typing the supplier name, and we can see it right here. It's very important that you start typing it out and then select it from the list. If you just type something in and then move on, and you didn't actually select it from the list, or it wasn't exactly how the list shows it, it's going to create an error. It's not going to find those. It's not going to connect to the right supplier. So we've got that. And then this is going to be June 2026. We're going to go ahead and hit the start date. And I'm just going to click down till we get to June. And this is going to be June 21st. And you'll notice the end date automatically populates to the same as the start date so that you don't have to keep clicking through for all of them. That was some feedback we got early on from in that feedback form. So we are looking at that for future ideas. All right, so this is June 21st through June 27th. That's how long the hotel stay is. And this will be the name of the hotel. And you'll notice that the itinerary details automatically populated with hotel stay at Paris Marriott Opera Ambassador Hotel from the start date. This is great. If that's all you need, you're good. If you wanted to customize this with some other information, you can add as much in here. You can change this whole thing if you have your own itinerary detail logic that you use for naming this. So just keep it under 800 characters, I think, is the limit. An important don't just go to your confirmation email and select the entire block of description and paste that in here. If the description is too long, it'll create an error, and it doesn't help us. You want to keep this short and simple and to the point of what this packet, what this travel component really is. If you're running line, you probably need to figure out how to boil that down a little bit. So, but you can just leave it alone as well. All right, currency. If you click on this, there's a few different currencies available on here right now. Whatever you are paying for the booking, whatever currency you're paying for the booking in, use that currency. And then you can enter in the estimated commission. So we've got 146.98 is how much we're expecting in commission here. And then the total sale amount. Both of these are really helpful for us when we're trying to find commission later on. Because a lot of times the supplier will tell us what the total sale amount was. And if we have to go manually look for this, these are all little pieces of information we can use to help ensure, yes, this is the right payment to go with this travel component. All right. And then the next one is the booking reference ID. You'll notice that the top one has an asterisk. It is required. And this top field in a lot of suppliers has a conditional reference on it. So that means we know what the supply, what it should look like. For instance, Marriott is always an 8-digit number only, or 8-character numbers only. So, in fact, I'm going to take one off of here just to show you what it does later. We also have this additional reference ID. If you get multiple references from the supplier and you're not sure which one to use, we have 2 different fields that you can put those in, and we check both of those for every supplier reference or for every supplier commission detail that comes in. So you have two different fields that you can enter them in. Couple important things not to do. Never put in here anything other than the ID. So if I do something like this, ref ID 212121, 12121, and submit it, even if this number is correct, it's not going to find it because you put extra information in there. It's an exact match that it's looking for. So don't put a description or don't put multiple IDs in the same field. You've got 2 fields to put them in. If you have additional information that you need to share with us, down at the bottom, there's an agent notes that you can put any notes or descriptions about that stuff. Make sure that these 2 fields only have your reference ID number. Under travel participants, we don't need to do anything here because we just have one reference ID, nothing else to put in here. And so if we had notes, we could put them there. I'm going to go ahead and hit create, and we're going to see what happens here. It should give us an error and tell us what went wrong. All right, so it did not submit. I'm going to scroll down. Marriott booking reference IDs are 8 characters long and numbers only. And so I'm going to look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yep. I'm going to check my original. That's right. I'm missing. I didn't add the last character. Perfect. Now we're good. Hit create. And it's going to save. So that's how you enter just a single travel component. If we had other travel components from different suppliers, we can go in and do the same thing. If we were going to do a rental car with a different through a different supplier, you just submit that. You can just keep stacking these all in there as long as for anything that you've booked for that client for that trip. And then when you're done, we hit submit. And my suggestion is when you book the first thing for that client, fill out the form and submit it, because now your submit date is locked within, and you've got it within 30 days. Anything that you add after that, we can go back in and edit this. But anything you add after that, you're already good on the submit date. So best practice, the day that you book it, come in here, fill out the form, submit it. Even if you know that you're going to add more onto it, get it submitted. So let's say it's time to add another component. So we're going to just click on this line, and you'll see right here, to update or cancel submitted commission tracking forms, you must first select the edit button below to unlock the record. I can go in and look at this form, but I can't edit anything. You'll notice I can't add a new component. I can't add a new traveler. It's because you've submitted it, which means, hey, go ahead and take a look at it. And we start looking for my commission. I'm good. So we can hit edit, and it's saying you're about to. Are you sure? Yes, I am. All right. So this is going to unlock that record. Now, when it's in an editing in progress state, we are not actively watching this particular commission tracking form for commissions to come in until you put it into a resubmitted state. So as soon as this goes, there we go. All right. For this new package, or for this new travel component, we're going to need to add some travelers. There's two ways you can do that. Just add a new traveler that's going to give you a blank form like we had for the primary, or you can duplicate primary. And that's going to open up the same field. It's going to duplicate it's the same form, but with the information you've already entered in there. And because everybody has the same name and they're all using the same email and phone number, we can just overwrite that. So I can update this one and hit create. And I'll explain why I'm doing this when we enter in the travel component. And just to keep things simple, I'm only going to do one extra traveler just because it's going a little slow right now. So we're going to do a new travel component. This is going to be for an activity. All right. And so booking date, again, is today. Let's see. The supplier for this is okay. Hold on a second. Well, I know it's Viator spelled exactly. That should be giving me my drop down, and it's not showing that. Even the guy who built the dang thing gets slow performance sometimes. Apologies. Yeah. Got it. All right. All right. So we're going to June. So this is going to be June 24th, and it's a one-day activity. And so it automatically selects that day. So we're good there. Now for the itinerary, it's pretty generic. It just says activity. So I'm just going to go ahead and overwrite that with the date and then tour of Paris. Right? US dollar. And this is going to be estimated commission. So for this one, we're going to have multiple reference IDs, but we're going to have we're going to take the sum total of all the commissions for all the different reference IDs, the whole booking for this particular activity, and add it together. Now, this is a required field, so we have to put something in there. And Viator is, I believe, a 9-digit number. It'll tell me. So I'm going to put in the primary traveler's reference ID in this top space because I didn't get a separate reference ID that applied to everybody on the package. Sometimes you will. So if you have a separate, one ID that refers to everybody that booked, put that here, and then you can put the individual reference IDs down under each individual one. Now, because we already put the primaries up here, because that's a required field, it won't let us submit without it. We can leave the primary blank. That's always the first record here, and it's got the star next to it. And then we'll put Jane's reference. They each got their own reference ID for this one. And so we're going to go ahead and hit create. And nope, I didn't get it right. It's 10 digits. I was off by one. All right, so I'll add. There we go. Perfect. And so yeah, Viator reference numbers are 10 digits and contain only numbers. Yeah, and even some of these have a little more information. If you have multiple confirmation numbers for a single traveler, submit them under separate commission that should say, yeah, I will be updating that right after this. That should say under separate travel components, not commission tracking forms. So, all right, so we're going to create. There we go. Now it's working. Just needed to refresh. We got Viator. Got to select from that list. Okay. And now we've got our second commission track or travel component on this commission tracking form. And if that's the only change, we can hit submit. And now it's back in a state where we are ready to get payment for it and get that payment matched up with you. Typically, that doesn't happen until the travel date passes and we get the money from the supplier. But in some cases, the supplier will pay us early, and we will pay up to 60 days before travel date. So just to make sure that we're clear on if there's cancellations or whatnot, it's 60-day prior to travel. And that's it. So now you can see all the different packages that I've submitted. I've got one in editing in progress. I've got a canceled one. These two have been resubmitted, which means at some point I went in and edited them and then fixed them. Now, if it's a package you're going to be editing for a while, once I submit it the first time, that submit date's locked in. So you don't have to worry about that 30-day penalty hitting you, submitting later than 30 days after the booking date. That's why it's the best thing. As soon as you book that first part of that package, fill it out that same day, submit it, and then if you need to, you can leave it in editing in progress for a while. Just don't forget to resubmit once you have everything locked in. So I can go ahead and put this back into editing because I know I've got a whole bunch of changes coming in the next week that I'm going to be adding onto this. So it'll stay editing in progress until I resubmit. And that's the bulk of the tour here. There's all kinds of weird little occurrences that we could address. So
we want to do this. We want to do this monthly or maybe twice a month, but we have a big move coming up at the end of the month here. Next time when we invite Eric, and we're going to show you how to do the group forms. Now, Eric, can you show us, let's say that, okay, well, I didn't make it to the training. I can't scroll down on Facebook to see the training. Where can I see these trainings in the Commissions Hub?
Sure. Oops, I went back one screen too far. All right, I'm going to go back to Commissions Hub. Oh, it's loading. There we go. So we have two different videos. Click here to watch Intro to the Commissions Hub, new commission tracking form, and group tracking form step by step. So, and it'll be very familiar to what we just filled out. In fact, you'll be seeing some of those other forms. Oh, it looks like I'm signed in under my other agent number. So yeah, you go ahead and click on those, and you can watch it over and over. And we're working on some upgrades to the site. So in the near future, we're going to be doing a whole new video to show you some new functionality, and we're always looking for ways that we can improve this. So
okay.
If we have questions, if people want to submit questions before our next call, I'd love to have some specific examples that we can even speak to on the next training.
Yeah, okay, so let's go to the next slide. So listen, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, you can have it. I mean, I'll send it to you, but it's just regular information. But look, If you have questions for Eric, okay, all you need to do is send them to evocustomercare@archertravel.com. That's evocustomercare@archertravel.com. For questions about commissions, okay, my commissions, I don't, I filled out the where's my commissions. Archer Travel commissions, EVO commissions at archertravel.com. That's EVO commissions at archertravel.com. For IT help with website issues, I'm working on the commission tracking form. It says there's an error that comes in. That should be IT help at archertravel.com. That's IT help at archertravel.com. Here's my email address, and there are our phone numbers. So if you need anything in regards to this, don't be, first breathe first, and then call us. We will help you get you to where you need to go. Now, there have been some important information in here, especially for the group people. What we need to know so you can get paid on that group commission. Right? And so go back and review this. Do we have any questions probably for Eric?
Yeah, so we
Go ahead.
have 4 saved questions that I'd like to ask. These people asked ahead of time. So this one is for group bookings. Will we need to upload the group contract like we did with the previous group submission? Inquiring specifically for a hotel room block.
That's a great question.
I don't have a spot in the form to be able to do that currently, but we will. I'll talk with Ron and the team about if that's something that we need to be capturing, and if so, we'll definitely
Okay, we will let
provide
you
the
know
ability
about
to do
that. That's a great question. That is a great
Yeah.
question because I know that used to be an important aspect of that one. All right, let's go to the next one. Can we put him back in here, Amanda?
Perfect. Yeah.
There he is.
Okay. Perfect. Next question is, so then there's like a comment and then there's a question. So let me read the comment. I edited a submitted form to add a new component, and on a later date, I edited and submitted a form to add a new component on a later date, more than 30 days when new things are booked, and I got a message saying my commission went to 60%. What happens in that case? I sent an email about it, but I'm not sure what to do.
Okay.
I'm hoping that was a while ago that happened, because we did have a bug in the site that was showing that incorrectly. So if you booked and submitted within 30 days, on the back end, that is locked in. So there should not be a penalty applied. But if you submit the Evo, or if you submit a where's my commission form and ask about that, they should go ahead.
You can either email both of these. We will help you find the answer to that.
Yeah.
I'll bring it to Eric's attention and we can take a look at that for you, okay?
Yeah.
All right, agent. So out there in comments room, either email here or here. If you email here, though, I work this email address. Nancy and I do it, and it's better if you want questions for Eric, just email evocustomercare@archertravel.com. For commissions, evocommissions at archertravel.com. All right.
Cool.
Okay. And is there a specific time frame to add a component? Like, is there a time limit on adding a component to is already in edit in progress form or submitted form, or no?
Preferably prior to the start date of travel. But no, if you're as an agent, you should be constantly looking for opportunities to sell more services to your client. And if you book something, if it's a package next June and you book it today, and then in 2 months you book something else, add it right on there. And if the week before they go, you add an activity, awesome, good job, add it on there.
Yeah, but add it. Don't forget about it. The problem here is that you guys, we've had too many agents that forgot to do it. I booked another Viator thing for them on their group cruise, or they had a cruise on the blah blah blah, or I booked them in Expedia Top, an event in Expedia Top. You forget it. Then 3 months later, oh yeah, that's right, I did. See, do it right after the booking, right after you've gotten the credit card and the credit card authorization form. Here you go, Mr. Client. Here's your, your zip lining and everything else. Boom, get on there. Done.
Book it, enter it.
That's right.
Perfect. So another question is, if we book an all-inclusive, we can enter it as a package on the form as soon as we book. And then let's say we decide to add travel insurance later, we can go back and edit this form and add that?
Yep, absolutely.
Perfect.
There is a known issue with the travel package form that it's been causing some errors. We are aware of it. We're working on it. So if like for instance, if it's Expedia and you're unable to submit it as a package, it's giving you an error, just try it as whatever the biggest part of that package is, especially with like Expedia, because that's I mean that's the such a huge amount of business that we book. You just like if the hotel is the biggest component, just book it all under hotel because as long as it's all under the same reference ID,
Yeah.
that's really all that matters is that we have that reference ID and an estimated commission. So in the short term, just book it under a different travel component if that package type is being a little finicky.
All right, Amanda.
I'm not sure if you can answer this question or not, Eric. So if not, then we'll send them in the right direction. But I'm just gonna ask it anyways, and this will be the last one.
Okay.
They say that I will get an ADP email once we submit our first commission form. Do we need to sign up now, or are we just gonna get that email once we submit a form?
I would suggest you sign up as soon as possible. Don't wait. Sign up today.
Okay, and here's the thing. Again, recruiters and sponsors that are bringing in these new agents. This is part of the orientation. This is how you have to show them how to get paid. If they don't have the ADP invite from us, email Evo Customer Care or call me and you will get it right away. And we start that process right away. Don't wait. Don't wait for anything. We want you to be ready and be registered with the suppliers, see where the sales are, see where everything is so you can start presenting these products to your clients, family members, and friends, start booking so you can start making commission. And you need that ADP. Without that, you're not going to get paid. So get it done and out of the way. Again, sponsors and recruiters, I need your help there. That should be one of the first things, okay? All right. Next time, we're going to talk about groups, all right?
Okay.
Now, Eric already showed you where you can find both of these supplier webinar, commission webinar trainings in your hub right there when you log into evotravelagent.com website. If you still have questions and if you're still wondering where everything is, give me a call. I will email Eric and everything, okay? All right, Amanda?
Wonderful.
All right, you guys. Join me tomorrow. We got a really good, tomorrow we got Expedia Tap at 1 p.m. At 1 p.m., David Evans is going to be in-house here for Expedia Tap. You're not going to want to miss that. That's going to be great. And then at 3 p.m., I'm going to show you how to get repeat customers. And that's going to be a good one. That is going to be a real good one. That's going to wake you guys up and go, aha, I get it. I know what he's talking about. Eric, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us. I really appreciate this, man. I really, really do. And we will talk again next month when we're going to talk about groups. All right, everybody. See ya.
Thanks, everyone.